Hello YouTubers, this is a noobifier, Wii U indeed. Late on the 30th of April, we got a great 29-minute calling all devs about the future of Theaters of War with Sean and Richard. Here's what you need to know about the show. TOE came out as an idea to fill a gap between Star Marine and Arena Commander. Developers would be able to perform balance in a controlled environment. Players would be able to play and improve their skills without needing to invest 30 minutes in the PU to find what they may be looking for. Jared also identified that TOE would be a great way to get players up to speed with some of the new background lore, as its missions are historical recreations of historic battles. Firesprite was announced recently as a CIG partner. That company has 10 staff members working exclusively on building up TOE, plus there are some staff at CIG. This arrangement greatly sped up the work, as using an external team did not require the months of hiring and vetting applications for hiring the new staff. Sean said that this small team is 1.6% of the overall development budget, if that piece of info is interesting to you. Richard said that the most recent tests were positive and feedback is being applied to complete Scenario 1, which is FPS based, and that work is ongoing with Scenario 2, which is more focused on ship combat. The intent is never to have pure FPS or pure ship combat, but a blending of any PU game mechanic to include medical, push-pull, ships, and ground combat. TOE overall is about teamwork, and Scenario 1 needs some final cinematics to be added. However, Richard is confident that it's mostly ready to ship, and to be clear, he fell short of identifying any release date. They both confirmed that AC TOE and Star Marine are never going to drive how the PU behaves. They're intended to test and validate aspects of the PU, but they're a lot more arcadey, and without the pure penalty of permadeath. Sean acknowledges that it's been almost 2 years since we've seen TOE, but they chose to hold the release because the engine at the time wouldn't let it run over 20 frames per second. Since then, there have been adjustments to server and optimizations. Many of the more recent improvements for TOE were actually learned during Xenothreat, and Sean said that Xenothreat was a success mainly because of the work that they did improving TOE, since it was tested at CitizenCon. Sean underscored how much work it is to manage 3 teams to achieve a release of TOE. Richard said that the testing has been mostly internal, from game developers who work at CIG. He confirmed that as a game developer, one would assume that their passion for gaming and their ability to describe feedback directly to the small team was extremely valuable. This has to do with everything, including map design, audio design, and limitations caused from major mechanics that are missing, such as improved texture quality, animations, extra medical mechanics, and ship components. So that was a super informative show and a very nice update. Not to sound too terribly negative, but I'm going to highlight that when I checked what was said today against my previous scripts, most of the questions were answered during the previous TOE Pillar Talk and the AMA that was posted all the way back in June 2020. TOE needs to be strong, but as Sean said, 18 months and waiting. And that's it. I can't wait to test this when it's released. Thank you very much for spending your time with me and of course your continued support. Fly safe and I'll see you in the verse.